Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the city of Chicago and another Robert Morris University live segment. My name is Andrew Dixon, and I am so thrilled to once again be your host on this amazing adventure. For those of you joining for the first time, welcome. For those of you that are coming on for another tour, welcome back. Now, for those of you new, let me explain a little bit how this works. So our live tour series is brought to us by our friends at Georama, and what this does, it allows me to take you guys on a tour of all the different parts of Robert Morris University to show you what it is that makes us special and unique. So far, we've seen schools of, we've visited some branch campuses, we've talked to some athletes, we've been to the pep rally, National Signing Day, the list goes on and on and on. But you know what? I forgot to show you the coolest part, the heart of everything, our flagship campus, the main campus of Robert Morris, down right here in the middle of downtown Chicago. Isn't that a beauty? Now, it's been here a while. It was built in the 50s. It's a historical landmark in the city of Chicago. It used to be owned by the Sears Roebuck and Company, and then we moved in and made it our own, and a lot of our students have called it home over the many years. So, without further ado, I want to take you guys on an adventure, show you how we fit right into the middle of the city, and talk to some people who help day in and day out to make this a special place and an integrated place for the students here in Chicago. Now, the city of Chicago, like I said before, third largest city in the country, so it's quite a cool place to be. And Robert Morris's mission statement was to deliver quality education to diverse communities. And when you think about diversity, I couldn't think of a better place than right here in the city of Chicago. Chicago itself is your campus. 237 square miles for you guys to experience, make your own, and see everything there is to do. All right, we gotta wait for the crosswalk safety first. We might have a good chance to go. So, the city of Chicago itself is home to 2.7 million residents. So you're always guaranteed to meet somebody new. On top of that, not Robert Morris, but the city of Chicago anticipates an average of 40 million users have visited Chicago. So there is endless possibilities of who you'd meet. Speaking of meeting, you never even know who you're going to see on the street. And somebody I found, looks like she's coming this way. We have Miss Mariola. I'll have her introduce herself. She actually helps run a very cool program here at Robert Morris. Hey, how's it going? Fancy meeting you here. So, quick rules, by the way. I forgot to mention this. Now, when we want to say something to camera, I got to hold the microphone about this close, so I'll pass it off to you, okay? All right. So, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone viewing and kind of what you do here at Robert Morris for our students?
My name is Mariola Garcia. I work in the Office of Student Affairs. I am in charge of Passport Chicago and also help out with CTA Venture U-Passes.
All right, that was a whole bunch of stuff. And I heard something in there. Passport Chicago. That sounds pretty fun. What is it basically?
Passport Chicago gives our students the opportunity to explore Chicago, see its beautiful sights, and everything is absolutely free to our students.
Wait a minute. So you're saying that the things that the Robert Morris Passport Chicago does in Chicago is free for the students? Now that's amazing, because I know, there's stuff that's free to do, but some of the other stuff that kind of costs some things, that might be a little discouraging. What was kind of the driving force behind this program?
We wanted to give our students an opportunity to, experience Chicago. We know our students have to pay for tuition, books, things like that. So we want to make sure our students get to see their beautiful city, experience it in many different ways that normal people wouldn't be able to.
So, just going from the history, what are some of the experiences that the students have done so far, or just off the top of your head?
Some of the favorite experiences are going to the sky deck at Willis Tower, viewing the whole city, Navy Pier, Medieval Times, Millennium Park, and Broadway shows, stuff like that, museums.
All right, awesome. Now, how do students on campus, how does the Robert Morris student get involved with Passport Chicago?
Our Robert Morris students are able to get involved. They get an email sent to them directly, so they don't even have to do any work. We do all the work for them, and all they have to do is just type in their name, and that's it.
All right, who's eligible?
All full-time Chicago students. I'm actually any part-time or full-time currently enrolled students at Robert Morris.
All right, sounds like something worth checking out. What has been your favorite experience with Passport Chicago?
My favorite experience so far is the Willis Tower Skydeck. Not only can we see like the beautiful skyline, but we can also see Robert Morris from the Skydeck.
All right, and then any sneak peeks for what's upcoming for our students so far that future students can expect?
We're gonna go to a couple of Broadway shows coming up next week, and what is amazing about the city is that it has lots of food. So we're gonna go have some Irish food for St. Patty's Day.
All right. Well, thank you, Mariola, so much for taking time to talk with me. I didn't mean to stop you on the street. We're actually heading to Millennium Park right now. Bye. So you guys heard it straight from the source. We have this Passport Chicago program which allows our students to enjoy all the amenities, all the opportunities that Chicago has to offer free of charge. It's included in your tuition. On top of that, Robert Morris has you purchase a U-Pass. And I don't know if you guys saw the buses and the trains we're about to see. All of that stuff under CTA, Chicago Transit Authority, is unlimited to use while you are enrolled as a student. So you need to take full advantage of that and get anywhere Chicago will take you. Now we're actually heading a little bit farther down State Street to see some of my favorite sites. Now she mentioned a lot of different opportunities. Chicago has over 200 theaters and upwards of 200 art galleries. So you want to think about immersing yourself in all of the different arts and performing arts that Chicago has. It's an excellent outlet for you guys. On top of that, I mean, who doesn't love food? Now, Chicago has over 7,300 restaurants, ranging from a variety of different cultures, different types of food, from Asian culture to Thai to German, Italian, you name it, there's a restaurant for you. Speaking of the different types of restaurants, the city of Chicago has a bunch of different little villages or different towns that kind of have their own cultural identities. For example, we have Chinatown, which is an excellent tourist location. We have Little Italy. We have trains going overhead. That's how a lot of people get to and from school, to and from work. There's places like Germantown. There's places like Wrigleyville where the Cubs play. Bronzeville. There's so many different villages. And by the way, we are actually here in the middle of the Loop. Now the Loop, for those of you guys don't know, is kind of the main center of downtown Chicago. And it's called the Loop because it's surrounded by the CTA or the L train, which is kind of all-inclusive, major shopping districts, a lot of opportunities. Now you want to talk about some advantages of being a student in the city of Chicago, besides just experiencing everything we have to offer. When you think about the businesses and the commerce and the industries that go on here, Chicago is actually home to 11 Fortune 500 companies. Expand that out to the greater metropolitan area of Chicago, you're looking at 22 additional Fortune 500 companies. We have big three accounting firms, like I've said in previous tours, big three accounting firms located within walking distance. So when you think of job prospects from anywhere in architecture, this place is an architectural mecca. Marketing, design, business, accounting, almost every single one of our majors has job opportunities, professional job opportunities within walking distance. Now, Mariola actually mentioned something as kind of the crown jewel of Chicago. Being the third largest city, we're actually home to the tallest skyscraper in the Western Hemisphere, the Willis Tower, or for the Chicago natives, affectionately, the Sears Tower. Sears Tower has a sky deck up on I think it's around the 100th story, and it's actually got some of the fastest elevators in the Northern Hemisphere, which actually they can go as fast as 1,600 feet per second. So that's pretty cool to check out. Now we are actually on our way to Millennium Park. Now Millennium Park was a brand new beautification project for the city of Chicago, and it is a gorgeous place to visit, study, enjoy, relax. And it's also home to the Art Institute of Chicago, which is one of the premier art institutes, art galleries in the country. People come from all over the world to see some of the collections that we have. And you know, it's even got some favorites too that you might know. Sunday in the Park. All right, we got American Gothic. All of that is there. And if you guys have seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, you know what I'm talking about, because they also ran around the city of Chicago as well. Now we're also passing a bunch of different schools as well. Robert Morris is actually right near other institutions who also call Chicago home. And that is so unique that you have so many different schools within walking distance. You meet a variety of students. There's an infinite amount of networking opportunities as well. So a lot of students will talk about meeting other people, meeting and networking with business professionals, things like that. And now you want to talk about something that's really cool to the city of Chicago. Chicago is actually home to the world's first skyscraper. It was coming around like 1850s. You had the first skyscraper, which was a loan company. And you never know who you're going to meet in Chicago either. Another reason I'm taking this walk with you guys is I just want to show you just the variety, the diversity of what you'll find here. And as we're kind of bringing this to a close, I just want to share with you guys, if this isn't enough for you, I don't know. I don't know what we can do. You know what? You guys just got to come down and experience it. The weather's getting nicer. You know, winter's kind of wrapping up, and if you can brave Chicago winter, you can brave anything. You know what? The weather's warming up. Everyone's heading outside. The jeans, the shorts are coming back out. Come down to Chicago. Check out the campus. And by campus, I do mean the city of Chicago. So you'll visit Robert Morris, and you'll come to Millennium Park. You'll have a great time. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to write in. And on top of that, I'm going to leave you with this, guys. Being at a school in the city of Chicago is just such an invaluable experience for you, because it shows you so much diversity, so many network opportunities, job prospects in high rises, internship opportunities, which I've said before, Robert Morris helps you to get internships prior to graduation. So you're getting that full experience that's just true and unique to being a city school. All right, this is one of the coolest views in the city coming up, guys, and that's something that I wanted to leave you with, just to see how things are going. Now, at the end of the tour, there is a survey, which I highly recommend that you guys take. Now, the survey lets us know how we're doing, gives us feedback, and lets us know anything we can improve on or anything that we're doing well, and it just overall rates how you guys are enjoying these live segments. We have a couple more coming up. Pretty soon, we're going to be showing you our performing arts program, our graduate studies program, and we're going to revisit, we're going to give you guys an inside scoop as to the overall admissions process, affectionately titled Admissions 101 for my college class nuts. So join us again, guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. Again, welcome to one of the coolest views in the city. My name is Andrew Dixon, signing off from Robert Morris University live tour segments. Until next time, thanks. Bye-bye.